Men make history, and not the other way around. In periods where there is no leadership, society stands still. Progress occurs when courageous, skillful leaders seize the opportunity to change things for the better.
Their visionary leadership was critical to Beaumont's progress.
They made bold decisions that would truly shape the future of Southeast Texas.
They probably had no idea that the efforts they championed 100 years ago would still have a profound impact today.
People of vision and great determination make decisions, sometimes hard decisions that end up making us who we are today. Many of those visionaries were Rotarians. In 1913, a group of Beaumont citizens recognized opportunity when they saw it. They believed the Neches River was the way to link Southeast Texas to the world, and by golly, they were right. Rotarians like J.J. Nathan, with the support of the Chamber of Commerce, promoted dredging the Neches River to 25 feet. They had a clear vision of Beaumont becoming a deep-water port and gateway for commerce for Southeast Texas and beyond. About 60 years later, history repeated itself when another group of courageous Rotarian leaders like John Gray and John Newton partnered with Congressman Jack Brooks to build political support for a federal project to deepen the Sabine-Neches waterway again. They rallied the community and seized the opportunity to secure yet another investment in the ship channel. This resulted in a $20 million federal appropriation to deepen the channel from 36 to 40 feet. And today, 100 years later, we honor those visionaries. What is it about them that inspires us today? Well, it took courage to face challenges head on. They saw a hill and they climbed it. That can-do spirit is still part of our community today. They saw the geographic advantage and natural resources of Southeast Texas. The waters, the land, the forests, the minerals, the people. And they managed and developed them. They embraced the oil and gas industry. They expanded it. They nurtured it. They made improvements. They innovated. These visionaries developed the transportation infrastructure to move energy and products to market. They built pipelines and transmission lines, railways and new, wider highways. They invested wisely. They realized that the waterway was the link to the global marketplace. So they deepened it, they widened it, they developed it. And the more they invested in the waterway, the more our area prospered.
We've watched the number of companies grow from a handful in the early part of the century to hundreds today. And our waterway has evolved from a muddy river to one of the busiest ship channels in the entire world.
Every time we deepen the waterway and invest in our energy infrastructure, Beaumont, Port Arthur, all of Southeast Texas makes progress.
As a community, these visionaries took pride in their accomplishments. They invested in local educational institutions. They watched, they learned, they innovated, they educated. Their children became captains of industry. They exported their knowledge to other markets. They transformed our home into America's energy gateway, connecting Texas and the United States to the rest of the world.
Local industry, the community, and Rotarians are truly connected. Without the local industry, we wouldn't be where we are today.
Our refining and petrochemical industry directly and indirectly supports more than 100,000 permanent jobs in Jefferson County. We're home to the nation's fourth largest waterway. We are the #1 importer of crude oil in the U.S. We're home to the #1 commercial military outload port in the U.S. Local refineries produce 60% of the nation's commercial jet fuel and the majority of U.S. military jet fuel.
Well, you know, this natural gas revolution makes all kinds of chemical manufacturing possible again. Methanol, ammonia, things that used to be made offshore are now being made here in Beaumont. We are visited by all kinds of companies and countries looking to make investment. Just think the impact that's going to have on service industry, workers, housing, you name it.
Now it's our turn. Now it's our time to lead, to inspire, to prosper.
My hope for the next 100 years for our Rotary Club, when they celebrate the next centennial, is that they'll look back on our generation and feel that we followed through on the example that was set by the founding members of our club.
What will we do today to make future Rotarians meet and celebrate 100 years from now? What direction will we set? What opportunities will we seize? What innovations will we make today to define the future of energy tomorrow? What investments will we make right here and now to position us for an even brighter future?
It's just so exciting for our generation of Rotarians to have an opportunity to help write our own chapter in Beaumont history. Our Rotarian forefathers and leaders began the story, and it's our turn to add another chapter.
In the words of one of our founding Rotarians, Ed Emerson, every Rotarian owes an obligation to his generation and to his community. Rotary is working for the building of Beaumont and its great future.
Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together, now that's success.